Hello, everyone, and welcome back to where I take a look at the Senate races going on across America this year. I take a look at the races for United States Senate that occur across the great expanse of this country, and I give my predictions and thoughts on the races. I also do an analysis of the race if I believe it's a particularly important race and some of the dynamics that are shaping it. This time, we are taking a look at the Commonwealth of Kentucky and the man that is currently the most powerful senator in the Senate, and that is Republican Mitch McConnell of the Commonwealth of Kentucky. McConnell has served in Republican leadership since 2003 and has been the Republican leader since 2007. McConnell has served as Senate Majority Leader since 2015 because after the 2014 elections, the Republicans became the majority party in the Senate. McConnell is a shrewd tactician and observer of Senate rules and has been dubbed the Grim Reaper by his Democratic opponents because of McConnell's ability to stifle legislation in the Senate. McConnell, as I said, is without question, in my opinion, the most powerful senator in the Senate. And that's really not an opinion. The Senate Majority Leader holds wide powers and really can control the mood of the Senate. This is the same man that sat on a Supreme Court nomination for nearly a year and refused to hold a hearing, a vote, or anything on that nominee to wait out the term of Barack Obama as president after the death of Justice Scalia. Uh, as I said, McConnell has been in Republican leadership since 2003. McConnell was first elected to the U.S. Senate in 1984. He is currently in his sixth term in the Senate. And the McConnell race is always interesting. McConnell won by 15 percentage points in 2014. The McConnell race always attracts money and a lot of fanfare uh, for a race in Kentucky. And no disrespect to Kentucky, but it's a fairly conservative state. And after the 2019 governor's race, in which Democratic candidate Andy Beshear defeated the incumbent Republican Matt Bevin, some liberal commentators speculated that this finally is the time we're going to take down McConnell. We're going to finally beat Mitch McConnell. And I was like, really, that's cute. McConnell and Bevin were not allies. Bevin was a uniquely unpopular governor, and you just have to look at the fact that Republicans won every other constitutional office in the state, and won them very convincingly. It was just a symptom of Bevin. Um, of course, the lieutenant governor is a Democratic candidate, but that's because the governor and lieutenant governor in Kentucky run together. Uh, in fact, the gentleman that won the Secretary of State's office in the Attorney General's race. The Attorney General's race in the state of Kentucky, a man by the name of Mr. Cameron, was a former top McConnell aide, and is seen by many in the Republican Party as a rising star. Trump won the state of Kentucky by almost 30 percentage points in 2016. And there is no question that Donald Trump is going to once again win the state of Kentucky in the 2020 race. He may not win it by as much, but he definitely will win the Senate race. So let's take a look at the two nominees. Amy McGrath is the Democratic nominee, and Mitch McConnell is the Republican nominee. The combined totals for the primary, Miss McGrath and Democrats actually received about 500,000 votes, and there was a little over 400,000 cast for Republicans. That is a quirk that I think can be explained just by you have ancestral Democrats, people that vote Democratic in local races and may identify themselves as a conservative Democrat, but on the national scene cast ballots for Republican candidates. Miss McGrath is a very impressive candidate. She is a former fighter pilot. When she ran for the House in 2018, she described being on a runway on September 11th, 2001, in the cockpit of a fighter jet ready to defend the skies of the country. And has raised an impressive amount of money. But McConnell is just, in my opinion, is an impenetrable force. And yes, this is going to be a very good year for Democratic candidates across the country. And McConnell's winning percentage may be down some, but I don't think he loses 15 percentage points. And I just don't see a scenario in which Amy McGrath beats Mitch McConnell. Now, granted, I do think if Republicans lose control of the Senate, that it's very likely that Mitch McConnell is going to lose his leadership position in the Republican Party. I do think that is a real likelihood. But Mitch McConnell is going to still be a United States Senator come January, and he is going to be elected to a 7th term in the United States Senate. So my prediction on Kentucky is McConnell wins.